to Hannah, but that's only if you dial the 8585 number. If you want to join the conversation tonight, give us a call. That number is 951-356-6882. That's 951-356-6882, and you too can get on the conversation tonight. Hey, CJ, why don't you tell them about all of the... I normally throw this to Todd, but Todd's not here. Why don't you tell them about all the other avenues that they can reach us at? Oh, come on. You can do this.
You can reach us all on Twitter. You can at Joe. You can... Was it at Joe Carbonetta?
I think it's at Joe Carbonetta.
Todd Fluker. And it's actually should be in the...
Sadly, there's no Hannah at Hannah Ramirez. But,
no.
Maybe...
I do have a Twitter, but I don't give it out. It's my online diary.
Okay. Speaking of which, you know what? I'm going to put this out here right now. I'm going to put this out for everybody that's watching. If you want Hannah to be joining us more frequently, you need to text us, tweet us, I don't know, email us, call in, do something, because we're going to try and get a series of guests on the show, and then the ones that get the highest number of votes will be asked to return.
So at this point, it really only means one vote means she's in.
Yeah, that right. If we even get so much as a single vote, you're probably a shoo-in. Oh, thanks, Hannah. That was a ringing endorsement right there. Really appreciate that.
If there's pizza, I'll consider it.
Hannah works for food. Wow, kind of reminds me of Chevelle.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't say I actually do any work for it, but I show up.
That's true. Well,
that's what I did today.
And then Hannah had another requirement for being on the show tonight. She actually wanted to prove feminine supremacy over the male species.
I'm sorry, what is this? What is this?
Yeah. She wanted to have a battle of the sexes, is I guess what it boils down to. I started out calling it a sex battle, and that just didn't sound right. So we have to call it.
I think there's a website for that.
There probably is. Anyway.
Or 2 or 3.
So let me tell you the rules right now. The rules. Oh, and you know what, Hannah? You were gonna do the phone a friend thing, but you didn't give us the numbers, and so we can't do the phone a friend thing now.
No, that's not fair.
So
can't I just show you the number?
Yeah, I guess you could write it down on something, and then we could dial the number. So yeah, sure. It's possible then still for you to phone a friend, but you can't say the number out loud. That would be bad because we have no way to censor that. So the rules are like this: Hannah will choose who she wants her questions that only women would know the answer to, which, by the way, is probably a good incentive for us to throw this competition right now, because if you actually know the answers to the questions, I don't know what it says. But anyway, she will choose the person that she is addressing with the question. Only that person may answer the question, because there are more men on this show tonight than there are women, and so we can't use a brain trust to answer the questions. However, that having been said, if a male caller happens to call in, she can also throw the question at that person if she so desires. On the other side, we can come up with questions that we can give to Hannah, but because Hannah has no female companion here this evening, she can phone a friend for... We didn't say how many questions you could actually phone a friend for.
I feel like only one. One.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she has a lifeline in the event of a major emergency where she just doesn't feel she knows the answer. That sound fair to you, CJ?
No, I'm totally confused. I have no idea what you just said. Something about phone calls and friends and one question for somebody's plants or something.
Yeah, exactly. She can ask the plant a question too. Hannah, are you on board with these rules? This is all good?
Yes.
You and I really kind of talked about this.
I think we should establish a time limit, though. You can't spend, I would say, more than 15 seconds thinking of an answer.
Okay, well, that means that you have to choose your lifeline within 15 seconds.
Fine. Deal.
Yeah, okay. All right, good deal. I think that question is really, or that stipulation is really directed at you, CJ, since nobody can actually see what you're doing. So then she wants to make sure that you're not Googling answers.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't trust you, Chevelle.
All right, so I'm going to start this off, Hannah.
I would never do that.
Hey, CJ, can you give us a Battle of the Sexes intro?
Yeah, it's going to be short because this competition is also going to be very short.
Okay, go ahead. give us the intro.
It's got to have epic horns like, and then we got to have a feminine piece. So it's going to
You know what? I'm starting to think this now. How about if we just go with like this?
I have no idea why you asked me to do that.
It's the Battle of the Sexes.
It sounds like a horse race. This is something they would play at the horse track.
Yeah. Hannah just lost the first question right there because that was from Star Trek, the original series. If you don't recognize that music, it's
I did recognize it.
Yeah, I know you know that, but Hannah doesn't know that. Okay, all right. So Hannah, here is your first question of the evening.
Okay, I'm nervous.
In the game of baseball, I'm giving you a little bit of help right there by telling you what sport we're talking about. In the game of baseball, if you are batting cleanup, where are you in the order?
Oh shoot. Okay. Or is it, can you repeat the question?
In the game of baseball, remember that's the one with the stick.
Yes.
Okay. In the game of baseball, if you are batting cleanup, what number are you in the order, in the batting order?
9.
She said 9. You heard that? That's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
All right.
Shoot.
I'm afraid that was not the correct answer. The correct answer was 4. You are 4th in the
I don't even like baseball, and I guessed that.
Okay, but you have to understand my logic.
Okay, let's hear this.
This ought to be fun.
I know.
There's 9 people who play at a time, right?
Okay.
Not including like relief pitchers.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It could be up to like 12 at a time.
Not including
If
pinch
you've got
hitters.
One whole team out in the field and bases loaded and somebody at bat. Anyway.
Yeah, let's go. Let's roll with this. I'm waiting for the rest of her logic.
That was my logic.
Oh.
9.
What?
That was my logic. 9.
What?
9 players. But
Oh.
cleaning up is the last person's job, like at a party.
You know what? We have to. Here, wait. I got one here. This will because Todd needs to be here for this.
Is that Todd's laugh?
That's Todd trying to clear his throat when he doesn't know the answer to something.
That's funny. All right, so rough start for the ladies, but that's okay.
Okay, so yeah, the current score is 0-0, but only because the men have not been asked a question yet.
Does this mean I are we doing questions at the same time?
We're going to start off the show. Yeah, sure, why not? Because we've only got an hour and a half here, and we got a lot of questions to get through. So I thought we'd do like a few questions per segment or something.
Okay.
And all right,
Deal.
so you want to?
Okay, who wants to go first?
No, you have to choose.
I have to choose.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. I'll start with Chevelle because you're in Colorado, so why not? All right. Are you ready?
I love that look on his face.
Look of concentration. All right. What is a spoolie used for?
Oh, what?
A spoolie. S-P-O-O-L-I-E.
I was going to ask her to spell it, but she beat me to it. All right.
It's for your hair.
If only.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That's incorrect. Press the button, Joe.
Oh no! She's telling me what to do already, CJ. This is not good.
Well,
So
she's a woman.
that's right. The correct answer is you were close. It's a tiny brush for your eyelashes or your eyebrows.
And you said for your hair, huh? See, if you had just
Yeah.
said it was a brush or something, we would have had it.
I would have
Yeah.
I would have taken brush.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, you
Go-
got me on that.
We're gonna throw another one. We're gonna throw another one at Hannah right now. Okay,
You
ready?
gotta ask one of those manscaping guys. Joe might actually have known that one.
I had no idea what a spoolie was. I was really glad that question went to you because I was totally drawn up. I didn't even come up with the brush thing. So my hat's off to you for that one, CJ. Okay, Hannah,
Yeah.
if you have to change a tire,
Oh my god.
what pattern do you use for tightening the lug nuts on the wheel?
Well, let me clarify first, Joe. If I
Okay.
get a flat tire, I'm calling AAA. I'm not changing it myself. But my
So you're not one of those empowered
that your
women.
final
You're not
answer?
empowered.
no,
lady?
my final answer. Can I demonstrate it? Because I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, sure. Why not? This ought to be interesting.
Like that. In a circular motion, I guess.
Yes. Okay. All right. Let me. You know what? I'm gonna set that aside for a minute. Okay. All right. You know you have the wheel, and there's minimum of 5 of these. Okay. There's 5.
Not 4.
Well, okay, that's true. Some of them have 4. On small cars, there are 4. Okay.
Okay.
And these 4 nuts hold the wheel on from flying off, right?
Oh, come on, that didn't sound right.
So. Oh boy. Okay. So there's a particular order in which you tighten these things. So are you still gonna say circular? Is that really gonna be your final answer?
I misheard the question.
Okay. All right.
What's the order?
Yes. What is the order?
From left to right, top to bottom. Circular. Circular is still my final answer.
Okay, that also is wrong. It is a star pattern, so you go up and then down and then.
Okay.
And if there's 5, you basically do it like you're drawing a star.
Oh, okay.
All right. This is to apply even torque to all of them, because if you over tighten one side, then the wheel wobbles, and then you strip the lug nuts, and you got a really big problem when you go to change the tire again.
This is useful information for somebody who does not have AAA.
Yes, very, very. However, we've already established you do have AAA.
Correct.
And you will not be changing your own tire at 5 o'clock on rush hour on the freeway.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. Hannah's covered there. So, all right, Hannah.
So I get another question?
Yes, you get another question if you want.
Okay. This one's for you, Joe.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like the way she has to look these up.
Well, I wrote them all down on my phone.
See, that's why we still use good old-fashioned paper.
I am a millennial.
Ugh.
Okay, so your question is, what was Alicia Silverstone's character name in the 1995 movie Clueless?
Don't tell me you know the answer to that one, CJ. Barbie. I'm going to go with Barbie.
That is incorrect.
Oh boy, we're doing really bad here today. So I have no idea. I've never actually seen that movie.
I saw that movie. It was pretty good.
What was her name? Do you know her name?
I can't remember. I have not committed any portion of that movie to memory.
I'll give you guys a hint.
Part that it involves words.
It's Daphne.
No, there's a musician, a very famous female musician with this.
Yanni.
No.
That's a male. Come on,
I don't know.
Good grief. Brittany.
No, you guys are very bad at
Beyonce.
this. No, you're getting further and further.
Katie.
What? Brittany's not a female?
I mean, that's a conversation for another time. Her name was Cher.
Cher?
Cher.
Really?
Yes.
Cher?
Cher.
It was Cher.
Is it bringing back memories now, Cheryl?
Yeah, fun times. That's back before the Tiffany store in Old Town used to be a movie theater.
I would never, ever in a million years have come up with that. Never.
Yeah, and you know old music because you're old.
All right. Okay. All right. So all night long we're going to be doing Battle of the Sexes.
Oh, somebody should be keeping score.
Yeah. Well, the current score is 0
0
to
Wait,
0.
Don't you have to do one more for her?
No, because we've done 2 apiece. I mean, we could do another one, sure. I mean, I was
Maybe
thinking.
we should do intervals of 3.
Yeah. Oh, intervals of 3. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna go on to number 3 then.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm nervous.
Hannah, as a man, when you put on a suit jacket,
Oh my God.
what button should you never button?
Is this a trick question?
No, it's a real question.
Okay.
What button should you never button?
I don't know. That's kind of tricky because it does depend on the suit jacket.
Actually, it doesn't. And originally, I had a graphic for this too. I had a graphic for this, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to overcomplicate things for poor Hannah. So because she's filling in for Todd tonight and doing a wonderful job, I have to say.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you sitting in, and she looks a lot prettier than Todd does too.
Not true.
Oh,
I'm
no,
sure
definitely.
Todd's very
No,
pretty.
No. Okay. Anyway, so Hannah, you're not getting out of the question here.
Okay. The last button, or the button you should never button
The button you should never button
on a suit.
on a suit jacket.
Oof. My initial answer was to say the last one, but I don't think that's correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the one that's on the inside.
Oh.
On the inside?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a double
Oh, Hannah. You should have. You know what they say? You should always go with your first instinct.
No, it was the last
and
one.
The last button is always the button you never button on a suit jacket. You know, you can have 2 buttons or 3 buttons depending on whether it's a single-breasted or double-breasted jacket. When you have only 2 buttons, you only button the top button. When you have 3 buttons, the top button is optional. The middle button, always. The last button, never.
Is this common knowledge, Chevelle?
I mean, I'm kind of greedy because I don't feel like if you put a button there, I'm using the button. So I always button all of them.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
I feel like that was a trick question.
No, that's a real question. If there are any tailors watching tonight, call in and please tell everyone how correct I am on this one. All right?
Whatever.
Okay.
So we're still at 0-0.
Still 0-0, but the guys have a chance to take the lead
Jared
right
says
now.
do every button.
He
also said that for the tire, it's up, down, left, right, start, which is true.
Well, that's still a star
star?
pattern. That's a star pattern.
Yeah.
But his up, down, left, right would be if you only have 4 lug nuts.
Jared,
Right.
if you're listening, did you
also
know
if you're
it was
playing
Cher?
Contra.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know Cher was the star of Clueless?
He said she smooches her Paul Rudd brother in that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Ew. Okay, anyway.
Question 3 is for Chevelle or you?
What?
I don't know. You
I think it. Well, you didn't know Clueless, so it's Chevelle.
Okay.
And
Chevelle.
Jared didn't know the name either. He said, no, I didn't.
All right. Well.
Thank you, Jared. We're glad to know that you're asserting your masculinity here.
All right, Chevelle. This one's for you.
Okay.
How many Kardashian/Jenner kids are there?
Oh, man.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Come on, that's easy.
Are we including the males?
Yes.
Oh, crap. 7?
And okay, let me specify. Just between Kris Jenner and who is now Caitlyn Jenner.
But that's not a kid, so you're talking just about the kids.
Yeah, but I'm not like talking about Caitlyn Jenner's other kids that are not with Kris.
Okay, and what about the ones that were okay? So literally, you're talking only
I
the
think it's
kids.
6.
Wait, only the kids that Kris and then Bruce
Yes,
Jenner had together.
correct.
So not the
Ones outside of that marriage.
not
don't
the
count.
Kardashian kids that everybody knows.
Well, no. I'm talking about like
The
combined.
Kardashian, basically the ones that are on the show.
You want to
Yes.
add? You're adding them all together.
That's
Yeah.
6.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'm going with that.
You're correct.
Yeah, that's right.
All
4
right.
Kardashians and 2 Jenners. There's that guy and that girl.
Woohoo! Current score:
I'm sure they have names.
ladies 0, guys 1.
That was an easy question.
No, it wasn't. That is one of my least favorite shows on the planet.
Huh?
I hold it personally responsible for the downfall of America.
Yeah, I got to put that one right up there with Jersey Shores. I didn't understand that one either. So, yeah, 2 really bad shows.
All right. Well.
Okay, speaking of really bad shows, I don't know if you guys have been keeping track of current events lately, and it's interesting that you inadvertently led into this show by talking about. Well, I can't call him Bruce
Use your
Jenner anymore.
words.
I can't call him Bruce Jenner. Now it's Caitlyn Jenner.
Her name.
You can call
her name.
him whatever you want.
Okay, well,
That's not true.
I got a few names for him.
really? What would that
All right,
be?
let me stop.
Yeah.
I don't have any names for.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
Sir.
Again, if you want to tweet your hate mail, it's at Chevelle Divine. So here's the thing. There's a story in the news about a couple now divorced in Dallas, Texas, and they have ended up in a very, very nasty custody battle. They have 2 sons. They're twins. One of them, both of them 7 years old, by the way, one of the sons has stated that he wants to identify as a girl and prefers to go by the name Luna. He even likes wearing dresses. You might appreciate that, Chevelle, since you often said you wanted to wear a dress.
Not just any dress.
On the old
It's a
show.
very specific dress.
On the old show, he often talked about wanting to put on a dress, but he never actually did it. He said he was going to wear a dress on the show, but he never did it. Anyway,
I could never find the dress. It was that one time at Ross, and I couldn't find it anymore after that.
so
I know exactly what you mean. That sucks.
Okay. Yeah. So they end up in a custody battle because the mother wants to go ahead with hormone replacement therapy for the 7-year-old boy. The father says, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not saying that he's not, that he may not at some point decide he wants to permanently identify as a woman. They're referring to the condition right now as gender dysphoria. He doesn't really know. But the father says he's 7 years old. He doesn't really know that much about men or women at this point anyway. We don't need to push ahead with hormone therapy because there is all kinds of nasty side effects. You can have blood clots. You can have lots of really bad things happen to you, including sterility, infertility. And so the father's like, let's not just push right into the hormone therapy. If he wants to wear a dress and call himself Luna, okay. When he gets older, if he decides that he, still self-identifies as a woman, then we'll proceed forward at that point. Well, so then it went to court. Any guesses? The father was petitioning for full custody of the children, trying to get them away from the mother. The mother, of course, is going exactly the opposite direction. Any guesses which way the court sided on this?
Mother.
I'm gonna say mom.
Mother.
Yeah. You are correct. Both of you are correct. The court agreed with the mother and awarded custody to her, and she is now moving ahead with these plans to start the hormone therapy for the little boy. However, an interesting development after the fact is that the governor of Texas, who's become aware of the case, has gotten involved, and he's now threatening to actually charge the mother with some kind of abuse in order to stop the whole thing, circumvent the courts, and get the child away from the mother.
I got a question.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe you said this and I just didn't hear. Did the
Yeah, I don't
child
listen to him either.
did the child at any point bring up, like, who brought up the hormone thing?
It's the mother's idea to push the hormone therapy. The kid's 7 years old. He doesn't know about medical science.
Oh.
He just says that he thinks he wants to be a girl. Now, kids do things like that all the time, especially when they're really young. They just kind of go with whatever seems right at the moment. You don't really give that much thought to anything you do as a child. Although it's a pretty extreme case where a child is actually saying, you know what, I think I'd rather be a girl, or, I suppose the other shoe on the other foot, it could be a girl saying she'd rather be a boy. But I mean, growing up, we all hear about girls that are the tomboys. They like doing boy things. That doesn't necessarily mean they want to be boys. But I'm kind of curious to know, I guess what I'm really coming to in all this is, what do you guys think about this? I mean, the court has sided with the mother. They think that she's in the right. I'm wondering what you guys think about who is more level-headed in this particular instance.
I'm going to draw a parallel that I'm sure is going to anger people, but it's basically where my feelings fall on this.
Okay.
For a few years, my 5-year-old wanted to be a pirate. That doesn't mean I'm going to volunteer to cut his leg off and poke out his eye. The moment you take it to the point where you're involving surgeries, medical treatments, and that kind of stuff for what a person thinks they want to do at whatever period in their life, until they're able to make that decision on their own legally, I don't know that I'm for that. So I don't know. That seems all kinds of wrong to me.
Did you support your kid wanting to be a pirate, though?
Yar.
Oh, that was good. That was really good.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go on the record as saying I'm for dad on this one, too. I think that, again, the father has not openly stated, I don't believe my son is gay or transgendered or whatever. He's saying he's 7 years old. He's too young to really grasp the gravity of what he is saying. And he might be right, and it might just be a phase. So why don't we, let him get older and get more in touch with himself, have a few more life experiences under his belt, and then we'll see what he says.
Okay, well, Jared's commented in the YouTube chat, and he says, what about circumcision then? Kids don't have a say in that. So what's your thoughts on that, Joe?
Good one, Jared.
I try not to think about that one at all, as a matter of fact.
Well, I mean, my feelings on it is I'm not for circumcision, honestly. And I can understand for the Jewish people that is a religious mandate from their God. But that...
Isn't it also for like health?
Yeah,
too,
historically it's been done for hygienic
it does have
reasons.
health benefits, yes. And but see,
use your words.
You can argue that there are health benefits for that. I'm not so sure you can make that same argument for gender reassignment therapy.
We've already established that by giving the child hormone replacement or hormone therapy, his health is being jeopardized because one of the nasty side effects is a blood clot, which can cause all kinds of things like strokes, heart attacks, so on and so forth. Also, there's the possibility that he becomes infertile. So while I guess if he eventually decides to identify as a woman, it won't be so critical. If he stays as a man, and come to think of it, even if he does decide that he wants to identify as a woman later on, it means that he has no possibility of passing on or creating another life. He just, even if he wanted to preserve that.
I think it's kind of selfish, and I'm wondering. I hate to put ideas into somebody else's mind, but I'm wondering if the mother wanted a daughter and is for that reason more on board with this, because there are times where you've seen where parents will essentially assign a gender just in the way they dress their children, or they instigate certain behaviors in their children, and I'm not a fan of that either. I think while they're children, let them be children first and let all that other stuff develop. That's a part of being a child, is developing. But when you start to do things that funnel them in a specific direction, I don't like that. I don't like that.
All right. Now, so Hannah, you are doing an excellent job of standing in for Todd, because you have not come up with a single opinion so far.
No, I don't want to interrupt your heated debate here.
I don't think we're debating. This is one of the rare occasions where Chevelle and I are actually on the same side. Usually we're arguing with each other, but tonight we're actually we're simpatico.
I think I don't have kids, so I feel like my opinion doesn't weigh as much as both of yours do, but I feel like as long as the parent is supporting the child and the child isn't hurting anybody or hurting itself, it's let the child be whatever it wants. Let it be a pirate. Let it be a bird.
I like the way she keeps calling the child it. But
I don't have kids.
That's usually my line. But so I'm not sure I understand. Are you saying that you're okay with the idea of the hormone therapy?
So I'm an advocate for supporting your kid, but at the same time, you have to be responsible. And I feel like the hormone thing is a serious thing that you shouldn't just decide on your own. The kid should have an opinion too, but the kid's 7?
Well, yeah, the kid probably does have an opinion. He's probably saying, let's go for it, because I think I want to be a girl right now. But at 7 years old, do you really know what you want? I mean, kids at 7 years old say, I want to be a bus driver when I grow up. I want to be a trash truck driver when I grow up. And then they get older and find out, hey, wait a minute, that's probably that job kind of smells, and they might get paid pretty good.
I don't think that's the best analogy.
I'm not knocking trash truck drivers. Don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is a lot of times
still want to do that.
They get older and they go, you know what? I think I'd rather be an attorney or something, where I'm making 6 figures a year and driving a Maserati, that kind of thing.
I guess my final thought is encourage the child, and then the child can make a decision when it's an adult. I don't think you should stunt their personality or who they're becoming. Encourage who they want to be, encourage who they are, but maybe leave the medical decisions to them when they're 18.
Okay, all right. Well, Hannah sounds like the voice of reason tonight. I think we're kind of all on the same page on this one.
Yeah, I'm just curious as to why people think it's necessary to do that so young. As far as I know, I'm pretty much like they're using these families and these children as guinea pigs for this type of therapy, because they've tried that experiment way back in the 60s where they took some kids and told them they were girls. You remember that? I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that, yes.
It failed miserably.
It was kind of like nature versus nurture sort of
thing.
And
they were trying to figure out which one would have a stronger effect. So now they're doing the same thing, except now you're going to pump the kid up with drugs, which actually can affect psychology and not only the physiology, but it's just all kind of bad, man. As far as I'm concerned, that's child abuse.
And apparently,
were you guys born in the 60s? Why did you bring that up?
No, we're not that old.
Oh.
No, it's just something you hear about, and it's interesting watching how this whole debate progresses, because you've got your poster woman man Jenner.
Poster person. You're poster person.
Yeah, and then you've just got all these other causes and everything, and at some point you've just got to. Some people are just crazy and should not be allowed to make those decisions, and I put all 7-year-olds in that category.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. All right. I'll buy that. Well, again, we are live right now. If you are watching on Thursday, October 24, 2019, and it's somewhere between the hours of 8 p.m. and 9:30, we are live, and you can join the conversation. Give us a call. The number to call us at is 951-356-6882. That's 951-356-6882. And you too can join your conversation with the local boys and the lovely lady. And
that's me.
Yeah, that's you. Yes, that's right. Right here at your local access station, Pasadena Media. But right now, I was just checking the clock, and it's time we're actually overdue to take a break. I'm surprised that the producers aren't yelling at us right now. So we're gonna take our break. And then we're going to come right back in a couple of seconds here, I hope, assuming everything goes all right. I mean, we managed to finally get on the air this evening. So, again, you are watching Around Midnight with the local boys and the lovely ladies. I am Joe Carbonetta. I've got Hannah Ramirez here. And Chevelle Devine, all the way from Colorado, will be back right after this.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
Hey. Okay. Mm-hmm.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets and all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
Oh, Vanessa. You gonna text her back?
Nope. I'm high. I'm gonna hit the treadmill.
You're already making good decisions when you're high.
We need to go meet the guys. I'm lit. Can you drive?
Nope. I'm high. How about they come over?
Where?
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
We need to go meet the guys. I'm lit. Can you drive?
Pool party at Jesse's. Can you drive? Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, I'm high. But I can order us a ride.
Okay.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
Oh, we're having fun this evening. This is Around Midnight with the local boys and the lovely ladies, coming to you from Podcast Studio B at Pasadena Media. I am Joe Carbonetta. I am joined by Hannah Fluker. Hannah Fluker,
Did I
sorry.
get married? Whoa.
Oh my goodness, wow. Sorry about that. Hannah Ramirez.
Yikes.
Sorry. Hey, Todd, Kelly, if you're watching tonight, don't worry. Todd didn't do anything.
Also, Logan, if you're watching, you're probably not, but I did not get married.
Okay. All right. So Hannah Ramirez and Chevelle Devine is back there from Colorado. Are you still there, CJ?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Todd, actually.
Oh.
To tell him he got married?
Was that you just
Is that
finishing
a
up with
toilet
Todd?
flush?
You just finishing up there, CJ? Okay, all right. Wow, CJ, sorry, we didn't mean to cut back to you so quickly. Anyway, we are live tonight if you are watching on Thursday, October 24, 2019. If you want to join the conversation tonight, you can give us a call. That telephone number is 951-356-6882. That's 951-356-6882. I am so sorry, Hannah, for misidentifying you there.
Not a big deal.
Anyway, if you want to learn how to make your own show, you can do that by calling us at Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. That telephone number is 626-794-8585. Again, that is 626-794-8585. Someday we'll actually get a graphic for that number, but we don't have that right now. And last but not least, I would be in a world of hurt if I didn't point out that Malibu Film Foundation's films, charity events, and special programs continue to evolve in support of the arts in your community, and you can help. You can give them a call, or I should say give for more information, because you can't really give them a call, but you can get more information by checking them out at MalibuFilmFestival.org. That's MalibuFilmFestival.org. All right, so we are coming back right here, and we were finishing up the conversation on the court battle that has basically been lost by that Dallas, Texas father, I should say, who was really trying to stop his son from being placed on hormone therapy, which is, I guess, the precursor to gender reassignment surgery, because his 7-year-old son says he thinks he wants to be a girl. Any closing comments on that before we take on another topic?
Yeah, they stupid, y'all.
That's a good soundbite.
What was that? Him? Oh, you think we should save that as a
Yeah.
soundbite? Oh, okay. Well,
I've just been using my head like you said.
That's scary.
I don't like it. It hurts.
That was what I was gonna say. I don't like it. I don't like that. This show's weird, guys.
you've never watched this show before, then obviously.
I've seen bits and pieces, and now I know why.
She's hurting our feelings, CJ. We invited her on as a guest, and
Dude,
gave her the
we knew
VIP
that.
treatment.
She's stating facts. We said that after the show last week.
Wow, man, you're a tough crowd, Hannah.
I know. I'm just keeping it real, though.
Okay, all right. Well, if you want to
she's bringing
agree,
out the 1980s slang.
if you want to agree with Hannah, you can also give us a call, 951-356-6882. The phone lines are open. Of course, you can join us on. Well, no, you can't. You can't join us on the Facebook chat because there is no Facebook chat tonight.
It's YouTube chat.
There's YouTube chat. So you can join us on the YouTube chat, or you can always shoot Chevelle a...
Whoa, that was a weird pause.
That's intentional, but you don't watch the show, so you don't know that.
No, it sounds violent.
You can shoot him something at Twitter if you send it to Chevelle Divine or at Chevelle Divine.
Why am I always the first one? Like, you're the point man on this. You should be taking all the
Okay,
shots.
so at Joe Carbonetta, at Chevelle Divine, you can send something to at Todd Fluker, but he'll be completely clueless, and that might actually be kind of funny. So maybe you should tweet something to Todd tonight. And Hannah is going to remain anonymous. So if you want to say something to Hannah, you'll have to do it on the YouTube chat.
Correct.
All right. So moving right along in this whole interesting gender fluid world, Procter & Gamble announced today that it is going to drop the Venus symbol from its Always line of sanitary products. Chevelle, you and I won't know this so much unless you've ever been sent out on a midnight run to collect some of these things. But
more than once.
What's that? Oh, more than once. Okay, so on this, I guess they're referred to technically as sanitary napkins. Is that what they call them still?
I think that's the like politically
Maxi pads,
correct
bro.
term.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, no, but that's
like Hannah said, keep it real.
But see,
man.
that's an actual particular brand, is what those were.
Well, I think most people most people who use the quote unquote sanitary pads just refer to them as pads.
Okay, all right. So, we'll call them pads then. Anyway, they're going to take the Venus symbol off, and this is bowing to a lot of very unhappy mail that they have received from members of the LBGTQ community, saying that they...
Can I correct you? It's LGBTQ.
Oh,
not
LG. LG. Okay, my bad. LGBTQ. Whatever.
And there's actually another Q if you want to be entirely appropriate.
Is there 2 Qs?
There's 2 Qs.
Q2.
Oh.
Okay, the LGBTQ2 community. How about that? That's trademarked right now, by the way. I'm trademarking that.
And the X's.
Anybody uses that term now, they're going to pay me a royalty. So they have decided to remove this thing because that angered some people. Obviously, there are... How do you even explain this? There are people of a female nature that identify as male, but still deal with the monthly friend and have to go out and purchase these things. And apparently, according to a Steph D. Nomond, who is a trans health program manager at Fenway Health, which is, a healthcare program, his statement, that person's statement is that the female coded imagery can exacerbate gender dysphoria when it is forced upon them through monthly exposures.
Can I start this off?
Sure, by all means. I think it would be most appropriate, as a matter of fact.
Maybe I'm just not paying attention when I'm going to the store. Granted, I buy the knockoff store brand that never have any logos, but these.
But don't those chafe?
No, they don't.
Okay, all right.
Wow, seriously? Oh my gosh.
But I'm pretty sure even the tampon boxes for Always, the brand, have the same logo. But I never noticed the logo before I saw this article. So maybe that's just.
So what does the logo look like?
It's got I don't even know how to describe it. You'd have to look it up.
It's words.
Wait, you don't know how to? Well,
no, because
in all fairness, she never paid attention to it. So
exactly. I never knew they were on there before I saw this article.
What is it, the little birdie thing or something?
I think it's little, I want to say
Isn't it basically the female symbol? The one with the arrow.
I don't know. I'm gonna look
the
it
one
up
with
now.
the arrow that's pointing down or something. And
no, that's not the female symbol. The female is the circle with the cross underneath.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's what it is. All right. Well, so anyway, yeah. So people got incensed, evidently, that this logo's on there. They sent a whole bunch of angry mail to email, letters, whatever, to Procter & Gamble. And Procter & Gamble said, oh, okay, all right, we're going to be PC about this. We'll take it off. Well, now there's a backlash from women who are not in any gender dysphoric state. And these women are now threatening to boycott the product because it does not identify with women anymore. And I'm a heterosexual male, which probably disqualifies me from having an opinion. I'm sure there are lots of women who say that it disqualifies me from having an opinion in
sure
the first place. But my personal feeling on this is, hey, if you don't like a product, there's a million competitors' products. If you want your voice to be heard, go buy something else. Why make an angry letter writing campaign saying you need to change your product label because I don't identify with it?
Well, the thing about letter writing campaigns is they're less about the product and more about the campaign. So it's not really even about the badge. It's about getting people to recognize gender. What are we calling it? Gender
dysphoria.
Genders.
Yeah.
No, not even dysphoria. That's like a medical term for a condition that a lot of people actually don't agree with. But it's just trying to push this as an issue out into everybody's face, which I'm over it.
This is like walking into, I realize that Del Taco is a very, very loose interpretation of Mexican food, but it's like walking into a Del Taco and getting up to the counter and saying,
do you have anything besides Mexican food?
I mean, why would you do that? My response would be, well, there's McDonald's right across the street. Why don't you go there? No, I want a hamburger here. Well, actually, you can get one of those from Del Taco, as a matter of fact. But, it's like saying, no, I don't know, pick something. Example. Yeah, it really is a bad example. But pick something else. I don't know. It's like
going to Del
I want falafel. I want falafel right now. No, but you're at Del Taco. So I don't care. I want falafel. I don't identify with Mexican food.
Somebody's very passionate about this.
I just don't understand this.
I don't know if the passion is about Del Taco or Mexican food, or if he just really has strong feelings about Maxi Pads.
I don't understand why we need to cater to every last individual. And what we've seen from this is, okay, so the let me make sure I'm saying this right. The LGBTQ2 community was upset because the logo was on there, and so they wanted to boycott. So then P&G says, okay, we'll take the label off. And now the straight community is going to boycott. So you can't make everybody happy.
No, you can't. And that's one of the things that I think people have to learn. But the problem isn't even so much that you can't make everybody happy. It's the problem is that people think that they deserve to be made happy by someone else. And people can't make you happy. As long as that's the way you're living your life, you're doomed to sitting running around with a freaking protest every 20 seconds. There's always going to be something to irritate you. I mean, if I threw up a sign every time I got irritated, man, can you imagine?
Yeah, that'd be a lot of signs.
That'd be a lot of signs.
That'd be a lot of dead trees right there.
I'd be putting Michael's out of business. They could not keep inventory in house, man.
On the other hand, the stock points for Sharpie would probably go through the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
They would call him.
I get angry at a lot of stuff, is what we're trying to say, people.
They'd call him Sir Marx a lot.
But
I'm using that.
Oh, you want it?
Oh, look at that.
All right. Okay, these are the jokes, people. All right, so yeah, I don't understand this. I'm not on board with it. I mean, it's fine if you want to identify with a different gender, that's okay. But if you do that, by the same token that you don't want me to discriminate against you, you shouldn't be forcing all of your opinions and your values and your personal preferences on the rest of us. It's, if you don't like this particular package, buy a different product. I mean, Hannah's just said that even the generic one that probably just is do you remember when generics were just white cardboard boxes with a black labeling on it? They didn't have any logos or anything like that. Somebody should just bring that product line back.
Making the shirt.
They could just call it
popular
gender dysphoric packaging, and then that would be it, and everybody would be happy because it would just be
everybody
white box.
Wouldn't be happy because they'd be like, we deserve better packaging.
I feel like nobody pays attention to the packaging.
Apparently somebody
does. Apparently people do.
I think more people don't than the amount of people that do. I
think people do, but it's not conscious, and that's intentional.
I pay attention to the numbers that are next to it, the ones that are like price, because
I agree.
I don't care.
The dollar sign.
It's the one that's on sale is the one that I usually buy.
That's why I go with the store brand.
Yeah.
See, so I'm not sure why Procter & Gamble even went so far as to try and placate people, but apparently they did.
Can I just say P&G, my grandpa works for P&G, so I haven't had to buy toilet paper in years.
I
know that. Okay.
I'm going to assume that's because you have lots.
Yeah, I just realized it. I kind of left that open-ended.
Yeah, I'm glad you clarified that because I was gonna say I was thinking that there were jokes I was thinking of making, but I was trying to keep my mouth shut on this one.
Let me clarify.
Jared said spaghetti.
What?
I don't get it.
It's Jared, man.
Oh, you say that like you know this, Jared.
He said spaghetti.
That's my favorite food. Maybe that's what he's referring to.
But
my grandpa has supplied my toilet paper in big boxes for years, and it's been wonderful because toilet paper is expensive.
Can I get a little bit of that over my way?
No.
No? Oh,
no. I'm
okay.
saving.
Oh, I see. All right. Oh, well.
I don't think it's called saving at that point. That's called hoarding.
Yeah, that does kind of sound like that, doesn't it? All right. Well, so again, we are live, and you can give us a call, 951-356-6882. If you'd like to join the conversation tonight, maybe you want to tell us about what you think about Procter & Gamble trying to alter its product labeling to placate yet another group. However, kind of along the same lines, I guess we'll try and keep it in the same genre. CJ, you brought an interesting topic to the table, and this was basically discussing the new masculinity in these more politically correct times, these more highly sensitive times, where evidently it's no longer acceptable to be a guy. That's pretty much the impression that I'm getting out of this, is that we are slowly trying to alienate and get rid of the male persuasion from society.
From Western society.
From Western society, okay. That's true, from Western society. So I wonder if you wanted to kind of expound on this topic.
Well, the thing that kind of even brought it to my attention was the new cover for GQ magazine with Pharrell on it, and he's wearing.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Again, I had a graphic I was going to throw in there, but I decided to leave it alone.
No, go ahead, throw it up.
No, we don't have it. We didn't get it ready to go.
I'll pull it up and I'll see if I can send it to you.
Okay, yeah, well. Anyway, so go on.
Yeah, like there's this whole thing about toxic masculinity, that whole conversation that's been going on.
It does. Oh, you know what? Let me interrupt you for just a second, because I was going to say, if you are watching at home and you have access to the internet, this is coming to us via GQ, and if you look this up, in connection with GQ, you can easily find this. I don't know if I'd call that a dress. It's bright yellow. I think that he's wearing something between. It's a cross between a parachute and a hot air balloon. I'm not sure which one of those two it is. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry, didn't mean to.
I think you can see it. No, it's not going. Let's see. What do I do? All right, whatever. But all of this kind of comes on the heels of you've had this whole push where they were talking about toxic masculinity, and there's the response to the whole Me Too movement. And I don't like to make light of any of those movements, but I don't like the fact that essentially what they're doing is they're calling femininity masculinity. So I'm wondering what the new femininity looks like. I mean, are we just going to have well, they do run around in boxer shorts. That might be wrong.
Wait. Back up the bus for just a second. What do you mean femininity is masculinity?
Well, I mean, I don't know what you see when you look at this image, but there's definitely.
Like I said, what I see is a man wearing a hot air balloon.
It looks like a giant comforter with a zipper on it. It looks like a really
that too. That too is a very good comparison for what that looks like.
Yeah, it's an extremely fancy Snuggie.
Interesting.
The best way I can describe it. I don't know what that is.
I can see a tiny little picture of it. It looks like a poncho, like a raincoat.
Yeah,
no,
it looks like
it looks like Belle's dress from Beauty and the Beast, only a puffy like Patagonia version.
Patagonia, I like that. Yeah, he's going to the ball in Tibet.
Okay.
I don't know. I take issue with it because, like, I don't feel like I should have to apologize for when I want to do things that are interpreted as masculine, and I'm not sure that it's fair to women to call these things, which are traditionally feminine traits, masculine. I think it's more important to identify feminine and masculine traits and recognize that both are acceptable and that both genders actually have aspects of both in their, well, I can't tell both genders anymore because there's like 900 genders now, but those are terms that have been defined. Now, culturally, they may mean different things in different cultures. Something that's more masculine in Japan is not going to be the same thing you might find as being masculine in Russia. But there's definitely certain things that are masculine, like having balls is a pretty masculine thing. So
I've got balls of steel.
Kind of set you up for that one.
Yeah, you always somehow you guys always manage to say something that allows me to squeeze that one in there.
I don't know. I'm curious what people think about it, and because you just know there's going to come a time when you're pulled over by the side of the road and this guy is stepping out of his car and trying to wave you down because he doesn't know how to change a tire because that's too masculine. So either we're going to call everything feminine, but to call it new masculinity, first off, I think it was just a cash grab by GQ just to get people to go out and get the magazine. But
I want to know what's
when you
wrong.
go into the article, they actually have some other stuff like makeup for men. Men are now wearing halter tops. Basically, he says throughout the article he wears women's clothes, but this is not anything new. Prince did it. David Bowie did it. You can go way back into Victorian ages where this is nothing new.
Yeah, but this
I don't
is
know
stuff.
Why they're calling this new.
This is stuff that when you talk about Prince or David Bowie or Queen, these were people that were trying to be outrageous for the sake of getting attention, to basically market a brand. This was not a lifestyle. I mean, when David Bowie was not on stage, he wasn't dressed up like Ziggy Stardust anymore. Now, Prince, on the other hand, I don't know so much about, but that having
Prince
been
was
said,
in makeup all the time, but when you talk about Queen, I mean, Freddie Mercury was gay. That was what he was. Well, I think he was.
And yet he dressed more masculine than most people that I know. I want to know what happened.
But this calls into question some of the stereotypes associated with homosexuality. Because it's not going to always be somebody wearing a dress, for instance, or wearing a wig or wearing makeup.
Yeah, well, how long is it going to be before we see the brawny paper towel guy dressed up in like a mini skirt and I don't know, in a halter top,
the brawny paper towel guy anymore. They're going to come up with a cuddly bear that, wipes his butt. Oh, wait, that one's been
What is wrong with being a guy that wears a flannel shirt and knows how to change his own oil? How come that has suddenly become a bad thing?
My question is, why does any of this matter? Like, masculine and feminine are just words. They don't mean anything until we give them meaning. If a person's a good person, let them dress how they want. Let them act how they want. Why does this conversation matter?
That is a good question. And the only response that I would give is it matters because once a meaning has been assigned to a word, when you start to redefine that word, you're redefining culture, which is an attack on the culture that exists previously. And that's just a cycle that happens inevitably everywhere. What I will say, though, is this is a first world problem. People are not tripping on this in Haiti.
I'm not even so sure it's a first world problem. It seems to be a problem here in the U.S., maybe, again, in Western culture only.
No, it's not unique to the U.S. It's definitely in Europe. And there's, South America.
I don't think
all over the place.
It is as pervasive in Europe as it is here, where suddenly everybody, what I was going to say, everybody has a torch to carry, but I realized that was a really, really poor choice of words under the circumstances.
California's on fire, Chevelle.
Well, there's that too. That's not where I was going. There was a.
Are you talking about balls again?
Wait.
I've got balls of steel.
Again, just had another occasion to use that soundbite. One of my favorite sound bites, in case you hadn't noticed. But I'm disturbed by the fact that we are, as a society, basically shaming men out of being men anymore. It's a problem if a man has an opinion. It's a problem if a man, thinks that a woman is attractive, because God forbid you say, gee, you look nice today. That's grounds for a Me Too movement type lawsuit now. It seems to be a problem if you are the kind of guy that goes out and fixes something because you're being too macho, or I don't know what happened here, but it seems like it's gotten out of control.
I think it's kind of a response to letting bullying get out of control. People have been punished for being different, and for a long time, like pick any of our 80s teen movies, that Brad and that Chad were always giving everybody grief, and they got away with it every time.
Okay.
So now that those kids are growing up, these are those kids, and they're saying, I'm gonna do me despite what you want, and in the process, I want to make you look like a butthole.
Okay.
I like that terminology.
Yeah. That was deep. All right. Well. Wait.
No, don't.
There we go.
No,
right.
don't.
No, I was just gonna use the. Never mind. The term for that is called a rim shot, and that just it didn't help any at all. Yeah. So anyway, we'll have to continue this conversation, I guess, when we come back from the break, because really it's about time for us to take another break right now. You are watching Around Midnight with the Local Boys and the Lovely Lady, right here on Pasadena Media, coming to you from Podcast Studio B in Pasadena Media in the lovely city of Pasadena,
California, not Texas.
Yeah. Very good point. Very good point. If you want to learn more about how you can make your own television show, you can give us a call Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That number is 626-794-8585. Again, that is 626-794-8585. If you want to join our conversation tonight, if you are watching on Thursday, October 24, 2019, that telephone number is area code 951-356-6882. Again, 951-356-6882. This is Around Midnight Somewhere, and we're going to be back right after this.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
The lost cause. The ignored.
The impossible.
Meet your match. A Go-to-World Girl Scout identifies a big problem, creates a project, and takes the steps to solve that problem.
We stand out because we stand for more. Gold Award Girl Scouts don't just change the world for the better. We change it for good.
Vehicle accidents are stressful enough. You don't need someone showing up at the scene trying to pressure you into letting them tow away your vehicle. Call your roadside assistance provider or insurance company for towing company suggestions, or consult with police on the scene. And always have the price and terms in writing before you let them hook it up. If you suspect fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB or visit www.nicb.org. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
We are back, and you are watching Around Midnight Somewhere on your favorite cable access station, the Arroyo Channel in Pasadena,
California.
Or you could be watching us on YouTube, but we're still coming out of your favorite access channel in Pasadena,
California.
I like the way she just keeps throwing that in there. Hey, CJ, are you still joining us over there all the way from Colorado? Wow. He is like, picking his nose and everything. And okay,
Did you do it on purpose? Is this a bit?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Are we back?
Was that a bit?
Really? Again, Chevelle? My God, how often do you go to the bathroom?
You don't want to know. I'll tell you if you ask.
If you want to join in on our conversation,
is what happens when I get in there.
If you want to join in on the conversation, give us a call, 951-356-6882, or join us on the YouTube chat. We'd love to hear from you this evening. We'd love to know what you are thinking. If you are thinking, we try not to here for the most part.
Clearly.
And during the break, by the way, CJ, nobody mentioned this, but Hannah reminded me that we still have the Battle of the Sexes going, mostly because she's losing, and she doesn't like that at all.
No, I will not accept that.
So it is time for another question in the Battle of the Sexes. And Hannah still doesn't know what this... She has no idea.
No.
You're going to have to watch an episode of Star Trek just so you can listen for this music.
You mean the one with Chris Pine?
No, the original. The original was William Shatner, Captain Kirk. That's the stuff you're talking about is sacrilege. I don't know what that is, but that's not really Star Trek.
It sure is.
That's like saying that Jar Jar Binks is a legitimate part of the Star Wars universe.
I don't get that reference, but okay.
That's okay. It's better that you don't. But speaking of Star Wars universe, it's time for your question, and your question is, what color was Darth Vader's lightsaber?
Oh, that's easy. I shouldn't have said that, because if I get it wrong, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna say red. No, yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
100%?
Yes, Joe.
You are correct.
Thank goodness.
You are correct. And the ladies finally get on the board here. It is now 1-1.
Can I get a clap?
Sure. We could throw that in for you.
Thanks. Oh.
Sorry, because the audience left. I don't know what happened.
That was mean.
All right. Oh, no, that's not it.
Still not the clap.
Yeah. You don't want the clap, really.
Stop.
What?
Never mind.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
All right, I'm on the board now.
When did I become the voice of reason?
I don't know what's going on. It's past my bedtime.
She doesn't know what the clap is.
Okay. Chevelle, you answered the last question, so this means, Joe, this is your question.
Uh-oh.
Okay. When applying makeup, what does the term baking mean?
Baking or bacon?
Baking.
Baking.
Does this involve marijuana?
No, that's baked. That's different.
It's very different.
Let's see. Baking. I'm going to assume that it's applying a little bit of heat to make the makeup stay.
Is that your final answer?
I'm going to go with that, yes.
That's incorrect and sounds dangerous.
I have no idea what baking your makeup is then.
The correct answer is it's when you apply your powder, like your setting powder, and you leave it on there for a little while, and then you brush dry it off or blend it.
Well, why would you leave it on for a little while?
I don't know why. I know that people do it.
Yeah, I would assume that it would be because your body temperature will heat it up and make it absorb into your skin.
No, I don't think that's...
No, you put it on there and then, you let it do its thing with your body's natural oils and whatnot. That way, when you do go in a brush, you're not removing that layer. You're tacking on top and you're just removing the excess.
But just the other day, I walked in to...
I just made that up just now. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Wait, are you serious? Did you know what baking was?
Did I
He
get it
used
right?
to teach a makeup...
I feel like that's pretty accurate.
He used to teach a makeup class here.
I did.
I believe that.
But actually, just the other day, I walked into the kitchen area here at the station, and I saw you rubbing bacon all over your face. So, I mean...
I'm a vegetarian.
Yeah, that's what really made it weird.
That's not true.
But I do that.
Okay, all right.
Are you bacon shaming me?
So the score remains 1-1.
Yes.
And I believe it is your turn to receive yet another question.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
and well, you should be. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pick a good one here.
This is where you put the crickets in.
No, Thor.
Oh, I hate superheroes.
Is the god of what?
Oh, come on, Joe.
I hate superheroes. I hate them. Thor.
Why do you? Let's talk about that, Hannah. Why do you hate superheroes?
Is this gonna eat up my time? Because I think I have a guess.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Is it Thor? It's like lightning or thunder. I'm gonna go with lightning.
You're gonna go with lightning?
Yeah.
Lightning. Okay.
Oh no.
Thunder. Thunder would have been the correct answer,
Thunder,
but you went with lightning instead.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding you.
I'm mad.
You could have had it. You could have.
So
Let me tell you what you almost won.
I'm so mad.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Anna.
I'm mad.
No, you're totally not sorry, Joe.
You're right. I'm not. And the score remains 1-1.
I'm so sad. I'm genuine. Like my hands are sweaty. Okay. All right. Chevelle, this is your question.
You forgot you could have phoned a friend, by the way.
Yeah, but I forgot to write down the phone number.
Well, you got a pen and a pencil. It's not too late.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna give you a question, Chevelle, and I hope you know the answer. What is Mariah Carey's fan base called?
Oh my God. I so want to answer this question, not because I know the answer, but because I have a couple of names in mind.
It's really cute. That's your hint.
Yeah. I want to say butterflies, but I know that's not it.
That is incorrect. The correct...
It really pisses me off to no end.
The correct answer is the Lamely.
What? How is that a cute name? That's not even a real word.
No, she calls her fans lambs and family together. It's Lamely. The Lamely.
So they're sheep, and they just follow her wherever she goes.
Yeah, basically, yes.
That's kind of cruel.
It's a weird soundbite. This is
that was a weird name.
This is a weird show.
Family.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Never in a million years. CJ, I'm not even mad at you for not getting that one. I have never would have guessed that.
Nope.
Not at all.
I did not guess that.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I bet Jared would have known.
Jared, are you still out there?
If Jared is watching, Jared should chime in on the YouTube chat and tell us what the answer was. All right, Hannah, here is your next question. Which of the following is not a men's tie knot?
Oh.
Is it a Windsor, a double Windsor, a Pratt, or a half Nelson?
I feel like the last one's a wrestling term. Can you tell me if that's true or false?
I can't tell you anything until after you answer the question.
Can I phone a friend?
Again, you didn't give us the
I have it here.
Oh, but we have to be able to hear the caller, so you have to here. You know what? I know how we can do this. Why don't you put in the phone number and then press the send button?
What if she doesn't answer?
Then you can't phone a friend if she doesn't answer the phone.
Let's hope she answers. Okay, it's ringing. Can I text her and let her know I'm calling?
Okay, we have the ring. We have the ring. I don't think she's gonna answer, Hannah. She probably has no idea what this telephone number is.
I just sent her. I'm calling you from a diff number. Please answer. Hi.
Hi, caller. Hello. You're on the air on Around Midnight. How are you doing tonight?
What's happening?
Lindsay?
Did she just say what's happening?
Wait, seriously, what's happening?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Guess who? Wench.
Wait.
Did you call her a wench? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. This is your best friend.
Oh my God. Okay. Yes. Hey.
Hey.
How are you? I heard another voice.
Yeah, dude. Wait, dude. Before you continue, let me preface this by saying you're on a live broadcast podcast, so be careful what you say.
Oh, great.
You are live on the air right now on channel 32 in the Pasadena area, and you are live all around the world on YouTube as we speak.
Oh, HECK, yeah, I love this.
I want you to know, by the way, since this is one of the three friends, right?
Yeah, I told them you're a triplet, and you guys are my only friends.
I told Hannah that you guys should come, she should bring you guys to the station to be on the show tonight, and she said, oh, no, they would never do that.
You wouldn't, right?
We would. If you could get us all in
what did
one
I tell
place
you?
at one time.
What did I tell you?
Okay, but what are the odds of that happening? Anna's getting married. Lauren's having the time of her life.
Like, very slim.
See?
You probably get like 2 of 3. But it could happen. It could happen.
Hey, we would settle for even one of the three, just so that Hannah wouldn't be here by herself.
Okay, so I know you're a busy gal. I'm calling you because...
there's hope for that. There's hope for that.
I'm calling because we're playing a game called Battle of the Sexes, and you're my phone a friend.
Okay. Oh, great. Okay.
All right. So, Joe, if you want to repeat the question.
Okay, yeah, I'm Joe Carbonetta, by the way. You have Chevelle Devine. He is Skyping in all the way from Colorado. Say hello, Chevelle.
Hello, Chevelle.
and I'm sorry, who are we talking to?
Her name's Lindsay.
Lindsay, how are you doing tonight? And
I'm
Hannah?
Lindsay. Doing great.
Awesome.
I hope you guys are doing well, too.
We are doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight on the show and for helping out Hannah. Hannah, you already know. All right, so here is Hannah's question. Which of the following is not a type of men's tie knot? Is it the Windsor, the double Windsor, a Pratt, or a half Nelson?
Come through, Linz.
Oh, boy.
Half Nelson's a wrestling move, right?
How do you know it's not?
Or is it a skateboard move?
You sure it's not a tie knot?
Lindsay, help me.
Oh, gosh.
You have like 10 seconds left.
You know what? I honestly feel like it's a half Nelson.
Okay.
That's your answer? That's your final answer, Lindsay, right?
That's our collective answer.
Yeah.
You're sure?
Yeah.
Okay. She is correct. The half Nelson is not a men's tie knot.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Oh, boy.
You know what?
Anytime.
I think she has to get some celebratory music for this one, I guess. Let's go with this one.
I hope you're dancing in your car.
Yeah, you guys dance now.
Are you dancing?
Oh, you know I am. You know I am. I literally am dancing.
You got us up. We're 2-1 now.
Oh.
Great. I'm
Come on, guys,
excited.
we gotta get
Yay!
All right. Lindsay, you have put the women in the lead for the first time tonight on the show.
Yep, I've done this poorly.
I love it.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go. But thanks
All
for
right,
answering.
cool.
I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is great. Call back anytime.
Okay.
I'll be around.
Pet your dog for
All
me.
right.
Tell Kiva I love her.
Okay. Will do. All right. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Have a great
bye.
night. Bye-bye.
Hey, you too. Bye.
All right, Hannah, you
worked.
you have actually gotten into the lead. You are over the top now, and now it's time for our next question.
Okay. That phone a
Let the
friend
games
thing,
begin.
super helpful.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call a friend. Wait,
No, there's two of you.
Yeah, there's two of us, CJ. We can't do that tonight. You know,
We're men.
The next time,
We can do whatever we want.
If it sounds like Lindsay would actually do the show, so you're gonna have to get her to come in, and then the next time we can all phone friends, and then we'll see. Then we'll see. But wait, we haven't lost this yet.
Okay. All right. So
I believe it's
Bring the pain.
you. I think it's you.
Is it me again?
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
you just asked one. So Hannah, it's your question.
Oh yeah, but it's a question for Joe. Because you got Lamely wrong. Wait, no. Yeah. You got Lamely wrong. Chabot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Joe said that Jared actually said he didn't know anything about the Lamely. He does go to the Limley movie theater. So.
Yes, but does he know anything about getting baked?
Yes, Jared knows everything about getting baked.
Okay, that's good to know. All right.
Okay. So Joe, your question is, who was the most recent Bachelorette?
God, you ask me about shows that are so horrifically horrible that no one in their right mind would actually watch this program.
That's not true. That's not true. I watch it. Jared, our viewers, watch it.
I'm gonna say Mariah Carey.
That is very incorrect.
Yeah,
The correct answer is Hannah B.
Yeah, Jared actually said you should call him Joe because he knows. But
Oh, wow, Jared. Well, but see, we're not allowed to phone a friend tonight. That wasn't part of the deal. Hannah B. Really? I should have guessed because
My name is Hannah.
yeah, right. I should have seen that coming. All right. Well, you know what? We've been so long without this. We're gonna do another question. Okay.
Okay.
All right. How about
come on, superheroes, baseball. Come on.
yeah, the ones she doesn't know.
That's me.
Oh, I got one. This is a good one right here. What is the actual name of the white ball in the game of pool?
What the heck? Does anybody know that?
Any guy would know that.
That one's too easy.
Is it? I don't think this is gonna be right, but my best guess is like the cue ball.
Oh.
Joe,
I
you
got
got a set of
it!
questions.
I can't believe she got that. I can't believe
You know,
she
the
got
only
that.
reason I
man.
got that is because when I was a kid, my dad bought a pool table and he taught me how to play pool. So thanks, Dad.
Oh, CJ, we're going down here. It is
You
now
couldn't have asked her
2.
about the Super Bowl
No,
or
it's
something?
3. It's 3-1.
3-1. Oh wow, 3-1. Oh yeah, okay. Women
my
lead by 2.
gosh.
Okay. This next one goes to Chevelle.
Okay. I didn't even have to phone a friend. I feel so smart.
I can't believe she got that one.
Thanks,
I can't
Dad.
believe you asked that one.
Okay.
All right.
This was for Chevelle.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. This is a good one. Cravings and Cravings Hungry for More are cookbooks by what model?
Joe, pretend like my camera froze and you have to go to a different shot.
Wow.
Cindy Crawford.
No. Was she a model?
Tara Banks.
No.
Paris
Wrong.
Hilton.
No. You should lose a point for every wrong answer you give. The correct answer is Chrissy Teigen.
What's that? What is a Chrissy Teigen? What is that?
She's married to John Legend, but I don't like to refer to her
is
that way because
that?
she's a whole person who is a model and does
Oh, now you're gonna
cookbooks.
get all feminine empowered on us? Is that?
No,
Yeah.
she's a person.
Okay.
We're all people. Anyways, y'all stink.
Wow. Ouch.
That's her spots. Y'all
Dang.
stink.
Okay. All right. You know what?
My family's from the South, okay?
We're going to throw... Well, we're almost out of time. I can't believe this. All right, here's one more. Engines are measured... What is the measure of strength for an engine?
I want to say horsepower.
Oh,
Look at
my
me
goodness.
go! I'm so
Come
proud
on,
of myself.
anybody who's watched a Toyota commercial knows these things.
I don't have commercials. I pay for Hulu, no commercials. So that's just brain knowledge, baby.
She didn't know about lug nuts, but she knows what engines are rated by.
Okay, in my defense, though, I love animals. So
Who won the last Super Bowl?
the Patriots?
You don't even know who won the last Super Bowl, CJ.
Wait a minute. Who did win the last Super Bowl? Let me just check.
My guess is the Patriots. They're good, right?
You might be right.
That would be that. You know what? If she got that one right, did you find this out yet?
It's coming up.
Oh, all right.
It was the Patriots.
Oh.
Whoa, I'm giving myself a point for that. 5-1.
No, that doesn't count.
It sure does.
That does not count.
Okay, who won the last World Series?
I want Justin Verlander's team. Is he on the Astros?
What?
Yeah.
Who? Who's that?
Justin
Why am I asking
Verlander?
questions I don't know the answer to.
He's married to Kate Upton.
What's that?
I'm gonna say the Astros. That's my final answer for the
Joe,
World Series.
Who won that?
I didn't pay attention because the Dodgers lost. So you know.
Okay, so not Dodgers.
Wait, did you find the answer?
Let's see. You might be right.
Oh no!
If I get it right,
Hold
I
on,
get
no,
another
hold on,
point.
It hasn't come up yet. Oh, come on. This is...
Suspense is killing me.
I know. Seriously, how long does this take?
I don't know. They're in season, so it's coming up with a whole bunch of other crap.
Oh,
here we go.
He's terrible at fact checking. Terrible.
Oh my gosh! Why do they put it at the very bottom?
Oh, I'm sure I could find this faster.
Yeah, I'm sure you could too. Actually,
that would have been 2018, right? No, 2019. They didn't even have it on here.
Let me.
2019 is the year we're currently in, and they're playing a game right now.
Yeah, but they would be playing the series in 2020, right? So does that count? In that case, she's wrong.
What?
Yeah,
What?
It was Boston Red Sox.
Oh, really? I don't think that's
Now you
right.
have to lose a point. Now is that the?
Oh, it was
Wait a
Boston
minute,
Red Sox.
Was it Red Sox Dodgers last year?
Yeah, sure. I guess it was. Anyway.
Whatever. I still won.
Last year?
Y'all still stink.
All right, we need another question. You need to give us another question.
Okay.
It's our turn.
What's the point, Joe?
Yeah, you're not gonna catch up.
Points.
Man.
Okay. Who is this for?
Me. It's my turn.
Okay. Joe. Windsor.
Ask him about baseball.
Windsor is a store that sells what?
Cosmetics.
Wrong.
Shoes.
No, that's also wrong.
Yeah, it's dresses.
It is dresses. Dresses is the correct answer.
I don't wear dresses. I don't buy dresses.
I don't change tires.
I don't have dysphoria. Anyway. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. It looks like the women got this one. Well. Yeah. Okay. So more of the victory music for the girls, because it looks like the girls have won tonight's Battle of the Sexes. You know what? I think we're gonna need to have a rematch the next time you come on the show. Are you willing to do a rematch?
Deal.
All right. Anytime Hannah's on the show, we're gonna have a Battle of the Sexes.
That I will win.
Oh, she's getting cocky now, CJ. We're gonna have to knock her down a peg on the next show.
We're gonna have to put this woman in her place.
I like how you
Says the guy wearing the flannel shirt. That actually worked out really well.
Yeah, you look like the brawny man.
All right. Well, congratulations, Hannah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Couldn't have done it without you, Lindsay.
Yeah, I was going to say, with an assist from Lindsay.
Yeah.
Congratulations to both of you.
Although without my assist from Lindsay, I still would have won.
That's true.
But I appreciate you, pal.
Well, all right. Okay, so Battle of the Sexes complete, and Hannah has won, and I guess we have to go away with our heads down low tonight, but we'll be back next time, and we'll totally get this. So, you know what, as we go out this evening, or just before we go out this evening, something that's been on the script for forever, under the category of things we didn't get to talk about last week or even the week before, Charmin is introducing the Forever Roll. Have you guys seen this thing? It's a gigantic roll of toilet paper, considering you were talking about toilet paper earlier. And this thing is supposed to last a month. It is so horrifically large, they actually have to sell a separate toilet paper dispenser that you can either comes on a stand or is wall mounted, but it sticks out like 6 feet to, accommodate the size of this gigantic roll. Any thoughts on this, guys and gals?
I like it. Well, actually, I think it's a bad idea just because I'm tired of plunging the bathroom. Benjamin has no control over how much toilet paper he uses, and how he still ends up with butt crust all over everything is beyond me.
Okay, that was too much information right there.
Butt crust.
All right. Well, I don't think I want a roll that big. I don't want to have another toilet paper roll dispenser just for the toilet paper. But anyway, this has been another exciting episode of Around Midnight, produced through the facilities of Pasadena Media. It is a Mixified production and produced through the facilities of Pasadena Media, where you too can come down and make your own show, and it's cheap. For the local boys and the lovely lady, we will see you all next week. Thanks for watching. Everybody, stay Mixified.